Hello everyone, it's Nick here on a Monday, a start to the week. Hens love roosters, geese love ganders, everyone else loves Ned Flanders. Well, I'm not Ned Flanders, so what am I going on about? Sadly, it was recently announced that Sony no longer going to produce the PlayStation Vita beyond 2019, which is a bit of a shame, but I'm not 100% surprised, to be honest. The PS Vita was released in December 2011, so it's had a pretty good run. It sold 18 million units compared to the PSP before it was sold 80 million, so a bit of a big difference there. So why would that be? Unfortunately for the PS Vita, it came out at a time which was to be the start of the huge rise in smartphones and gaming. So who would carry a PS Vita handheld along with them as well as their actual phone? Everyone wanted a smartphone. There was downloadable games from the App Store. They were a lot cheaper, so it was a very difficult era to try and get a foothold. And normally in these battles there can only be one winner. Now, although I bought a PS Vita and loved the PS Vita, it wasn't really adopted as much as we say, the PSP beforehand, just due to that competition. So it's gone by as an also-ran. And when you lose momentum in the gaming market, it's very hard to relaunch it and pick it up. The PSP, well, the PlayStation Vita did relaunch with a slightly slimmer model, but again, the sales didn't come. Very recently, the Nintendo Switch was released, and that's gained a big foothold in the market now that mobile phone sort of like games have died down to a little degree to what they were. So at least PlayStation or Sony saying, what shall we do next? Well, no successor is planned. I think they've had their fingers burnt there. With the PlayStation 5 possibly on the rise in the next few years, I think they're going to concentrate on that instead. So sad times, but not a huge surprise. I love my PS Vita, but I didn't really play it nearly enough. Didn't really buy that many games on it besides Most Wanted and a couple of other ones. I mainly use it to play Pinball Arcade and Zen Studios Pinball FX3 and Zen Studio, what was it called then? I forgot what it was called then, but before it was Pinball FX3 I used to play Zen Pinball, that was it. And that's all I used to play it for. And then there was a big period where I didn't load it up at all, and I think that's the problem. I'm not sure what the sales were like on the PS Vita market. You can still buy the system, but as I say, somewhere in 2019 or shortly afterwards they will stop making them, so they will become a rarity, so enter retro heaven. There's zero wind around today, like previous videos, so editing this should be, touch wood, a little bit easier. After they've stopped making the system, I wonder if PS Vita games are going to go up in price or down in price. As I say, I don't own too many of them, but if they suddenly crash down, we can buy them for like £1 or a couple of pounds each time, I'll probably get quite a few more. But what I really think might happen is the secondary market will open up, the games will become a bit rarer, and they'll probably shoot through the roof as they have done with every other retro console. Are you one of the 16 million PS Vita owners out there, much like myself? Or did you own the system before then, the PSP? There's more of you there, 80 million. Let me know what you think about this. Are you sad about it, or it's just c'est la vie? That's the way development goes. Sony haven't really announced a successor to the PS Vita. As I said before, their market, the handheld market, sort of got killed by the rise of smartphones from that era, 2011 to now, and that died down ever so slightly. Then Nintendo timed it just right with their Nintendo Switch, which is going in leaps and bounds, and so Sony probably don't think it's worthwhile to release a secondary system. So that's where we are now. So it's all to the PS5. So let me know what you think about that. You might have heard that story, you might not have done. And until next time, I'll see you later on.
Hens love roosters, geese love ganders, everyone else loves Ned Flanders.
I don't.
Everyone who counts loves Ned Flanders.
Njenkin.